Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Drogoz today. It's not all that often that I find myself wanting to make a Drogoz video. It's just one of those characters that I usually have to practice a little bit before I want to cover, and I've been playing him a little bit recently, so I thought it was kind of appropriate to make another video on him. My loadouts from him have changed quite drastically since the last time I covered him on the channel, but as far as I know, he's pretty much the exact same. He's not really had that many gameplay changes, and I don't think he's going to get them anytime soon. He's pretty much been in the same place for ages. He's actually one of the few characters that I also have 5 loadouts for. We've got 2 based around his fire spit, which I don't particularly like because I'm not particularly good with the fire spit, although there's something that I see quite often that I would recommend to those of you guys that are a little bit more accurate with him than I am. I then have another one which gives him a bit of reload speed buff. We have one if you just want to fly around a ton, another one that I wouldn't necessarily recommend but can work well in some situations, and also a one with decimate, which is a relatively new card which I'm still not sure if I like or not. But yeah, like usual, I'll go through the loadouts and then we'll jump into a match. They do all share 2 cards. They all have survival and propel. Literally every single one of the loadouts has both of these cards level 3, which increase the distance that you go forward when you use your F. I found 3 to be kind of the sweet spot. I had it at 1, then I had it at 4, and I've kind of ended up with 3 kind of being the best middle ground, I guess. And then survival, which basically just resets your F whenever you drop below a certain percentage of health, which is what the actual level changes. So we have it level 3, so it's 30% of your health. 4 out of 5 of the actual loadouts have Thrill of the Hunt in there as well, which reduces the cooldown of the F by a percentage whenever we get a kill. This particular setup has Hot Swap, which gives us basically Death Hands 2 whenever we hit an enemy with our weapon, and Rain of Fire, which reduces how much booster we use when we use Thrust. This one, I guess, is just a variation of that one I just showed you with Fuel Tank 5 if you just want to have a massive amount of booster capacity. If you're just planning to fly around a ton, I don't usually go for this one, but every now and again it's fun. And this one is, again, very, very similar. It just has Decimate instead of the reload speed. As for these 2, they're loadouts that I don't go for very often just because I'm pretty bad with Fire Spit, and they are very similar to the ones I've already showed you. They just have Lung Capacity and Masterful instead of the other 2 cards that we usually have in the other setups, which give us a heal when we hit the Fire Spit and also cooldown reset whenever we hit a champion with it. The difference between the 2 is this one just has slightly more of a heal and a little bit more sustain, whereas the other one gives us reset on the F, but it still has propel, still has survival. Overall, the loadouts are all pretty similar. There's not too much difference between them. Very similar to what I've said before, where you can't really go wrong with any of them, just some are slightly better in some situations than others, and obviously it depends on your playstyle as well. Did just queue for everything, but it seems like for the first one, we've got King of the Hill Trade District, we've got a Victor, we've got a Tiberius, a Koga, and a Canessa. Full out damage team, except for Koga, who's a flank. For some reason, I got that mixed up. As for the enemy team, we're up against Grover, Vivian, Turvold, Sky, and Barak. So I'm probably going to need both Cauterize and Wrecker here. That seems like a pretty try-hard team for a King of the Hill, but I guess we'll see how this turns out. I'm a little bit worried. It's going to be quite item dependent, I guess. Does definitely seem to be taking a while to put us in. I've been here for like 5 minutes. I think we're waiting on the Sky because that little thing at the bottom there hasn't loaded in. I only know that because Barak is on the right and his is very clearly ready to go, but I think we're just waiting on her. Didn't even really go over talent, but for this map we'll definitely be going for Worm Jets, especially with the team we're up against there, and I guess I can go for maybe the extra booster setup and kind of just go for semi-infinite booster Drogoz. In the situation it could work out, but I also think Decimate might be a really good choice because of the fact that we're up against so much shielding and double tank with a possible double healer if Sky does come in. So I guess we'll start out with Wrecker and then we'll get Cauterize going as well. We've got Shrapnel on Victor, which should be pretty good. We've got Adrenaline Junkie, we've got Eagle Eye. We're up against Architectronics. Thanks, Grandpa. Opportunity and Chaos. Deep Roots is going to be a pain. Grover is really, really popular at the moment. I made a whole video about it, and Deep Roots does kind of body us a bit. We've got Predatory Instincts, and it seems like it is a 4v5, continuing the trend that I said recently where my Paladins matches are just 4v5s because it's super busted at the moment. Guess we can just load up a queue and fly over the top and just, well, I guess unleash some pain. Jesus Christ, if I can keep getting stuff like that, we're going to have a ridiculous amount of damage this match. I really probably should have a loadout just completely based around the queue for situations like this, but I don't, which is kind of bad of me. Guess I'll try and fly over the top again, throw out some shots. That Vivian is gone. Maybe we can get rid of the Grover as well. I don't think he understands how I'm seeing him. There we go. That was kind of mean. We'll throw over the thingy, detonated it. That was pretty damn bad. I got a hit on the Sky kind of accidentally. Let's pop an F and just kind of unleash some stuff with the Q. Nice. There goes Drogoz. There goes Sky as well. Torvald should be dead here any second. We'll hit detonate and then jump over to the side. I'm on 300 health, but screw it. I'm going to stand on the point and buy more Wrecker. Why not? Jump up and pop the Q again. Yeah, sure. Maybe we'll get rid of the Sky. There we go. I feel like Decimation was definitely the right choice here. It's working out so far. Catch point is spawning in 15 seconds. For some reason, none of them are running in. Never mind. I think that's freaking the entire enemy team. I'm going to go ahead and retreat for a sec because I don't feel like going up against everybody. Let's go ahead and throw another cube. There we go. Decent amount of damage. The radius on it is pretty damn big when you're running the setup. I'm totally dead. That Grove Root just bodied me. I reckon I'd pretty easily say that Drogoz is one of the more fun characters in Paladins because obviously he's a goddamn aerial character. It doesn't get much more fun than that if you're playing with him properly. Gonna pop the F and just throw out a Q, see if we can get a bunch of damage on people. Jesus Christ. Not sure if most of that is turrets or if I'm actually like hitting people. It's kind of hard to tell because he does have 2 turrets down right on the objective. Sky is in that corner on no health, I think. I'm trying to hit her. Okay, I just hit her shield. I'm nearly gone, but Canessa has got rid of her. I did just get the F reset, so I'm going to place myself up here ready for the Q and unloading some pain. We'll just throw it just there. Yeah, sure, that should get rid of Barrack, right? I have got Wrecker too. I do feel like I'm going through shields pretty quick. They've honestly not been too much of an issue. I'm going to pop the F. I'm on 700 health. What's wrong with me? I might just use this to reposition. Went ahead and finished off our Wrecker. Also got Cauterize 1. We'll throw out a shot there. Jesus Christ, I feel like I better have good damage this game, considering how many Qs I've been throwing out. No, I actually haven't done in a while. Freaking damage estimates. Go ahead and drop me an estimate in the comments. What do you think I'm going to have damage-wise? Do you think I'm going to have like 50k, 100k? I reckon if I had to guess myself, I'd probably guess like 75k. I don't think I'm going to have more than that, but go ahead and drop me a comment though. Let me know what you think I'm going to get. And don't watch to the end of the video and cheat, because that's bullshit. I know some people do that. We're going to go ahead and pop the ult and see if we can just get a free punch on the Torvald. Yeah, sure. That works. Pop the F. I'm totally still dead because that positioning was freaking terrible. Funnily enough, we're actually losing right now, but there is a Q for the Grover. Nice. We'll throw out some shots over there, see if we can clip that Vivian. I did just hit it with one of those. Can we hit it with another one? Did I predict that well? No, I did just deal 1300 to a shield though. Good point, just moved right to where we were. Fantastic. I'll throw out a fire spit preemptively to maybe get somebody. That is Tiberius going for an ult. I just hit her for 1100 because I think she took the fire spit as well. I'll just run away from this Torvald for a sec and throw out a Q right at that doorway. Is that going to get me something? I feel like I'm dealing mad damage with some of these Qs. Right, is Sky going for an ult? I'm just going to pull myself over here to the right, get some more shots on the objective. That Vivian is shredding me though. Can you chill? I'm probably going to die. Never mind, I'm on 55 health and Tiberius just saved my ass. I'm just going to heal from being out of combat because we do not have a support. I feel like that's really how we're getting kind of bodied so far, is the lack of support, but this Victor should be dead. That's not a Victor, it's a Barrack, and I know it is. I killed Torvald and it kind of threw me off. I feel like this match might actually go the entire duration. It's looking to be a long one. I'm just going to throw a Q right there. Look at that damage. That's madness. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult. Do I just go ahead and get the easiest one? Just go ahead and punch the Torvald again? Yeah, sure. Oh, that put me in a bad spot. That is a Grover on no health. That did reset my F. I probably shouldn't have even bothered to use that, but we'll finish off Cauterize. I don't know why both times I've used my ult so far I put myself in like the worst possible spot. I probably shouldn't even bother to prioritize the tanks with how much Wrecker we've got. This Barrack is totally dead. Well done, team. We'll just throw out some rockets down there because I think that's where they're coming from. That's Torvald going for an ult. Okay, sure. I don't think he got anybody off the map there, or maybe he did. I'm running away from somebody. I'm not even sure who the hell was firing at me there. I'm assuming it was the Vivian. I'm now in a bit of a iffy spot. That is the Koga on my screen, the Koga effect. And I also got slinged. That was a really weird rubber banding effect. Like, I am full health. I think I healed from being out of combat, but this is a bit of an iffy match so far there. There's some shots down there. I actually don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if we're going to win this or we're going to lose this, but I just don't want to get rooted by that Grover and sent off the map because that would suck. We've got the Q again. Just going to go ahead and empty that on the point. I feel like that gets me a couple thousand damage every single time I do it. That is a Vivian. Now that we finished off Wrecker and Cauterize, I'm actually going to go ahead and get some Chronos just so we can throw out a Q more often. I don't have a loadout with the reset in it, which is really dumb of me. Please don't hit me with a Root Grover because I don't want to go off the map, but there we go. He's dead. We'll load up the Q. Just fire it right there. There we go. That Barrack's on no health. The Vivian is also pretty low. If I can just predict my shots properly, she'll die. Never mind. I'm really inaccurate. She did a cheeky spray as well. Can't even be mad at that. That's my own fault. I think I've died to her like 3 times now because I just keep messing up my shots. So I go ahead and pop the ult just here. Probably a bad idea. I feel like I genned it pretty quick though, so we might as well just go in and see if we can punch the Vivian. Yeah, sure. That's who I was going for. There's a hit or two for the Barrack. I just tried to use my F again because I got it reset, but they're doing a pretty damn good job of getting rid of me. I've only got 8 deaths, but I still feel like that is a lot considering the map we're on and how much freedom I've got in this situation. Oh my god, Vivian is nearly out. Haven't really been able to break onto the point for this one, which has kind of sucked. I just heard a Sky de-invis because I'm pretty sure she's been back for a while. I didn't call it out, but she's been reconnected for a freaking big part of this match. Further back and just start throwing out some rockets. That Vivian is on no goddamn health. We do really need to play the point though, because that's why they've been winning so far, is because they've been playing the objective. There is a detonate, 400 damage. Was that even worth it? At least it does seem like we're not going to run the entire freaking duration of King of the Hill, but it's pretty damn close. We are recovering it though. We're 20 points behind. We were way further back earlier on. That's a Skyle. I'm just going to get away from that. Didn't deal damage to me. Nice. There's some hits for her. Okay, there, hit the detonate on it. Oh shit, she's actually there. She's on no health as well. We can go ahead and finish her off. She revealed her position. She balked it, although I don't know where she is. Thank you, Canessa. I failed there. It's Vivian and I think Torvald over there. Indeed it is. We'll pop with an F. It's also Grover. They're all kind of low. Do I fly over the top and unleash a Q? This could be a clutch play. Yes, sure. See if we can kill off the Grover. There we go. That actually worked quite well. We'll pop an F again. I guess I'll go over here and use an ult. I think Sky is here. I'm not really bothered who I punch, but I guess if we can get Barrack, that's worth. Sure, there is the F. Hello, Sky. I'm dead to Vivian. Vivian's really had a thing out for me this match. She's been trying to kill me a ton. Definitely seems like it has kind of evened out. There's not much between us. Let's go ahead and throw a Q right there. There we go. That Sky's on no health. We'll throw that above the thingy and detonate it. I'm going to go see if I can get rid of this Torvald without him being able to silence me from like a crazy range. There goes the freaking Victor. Not a Victor. Why do I want to call the goddamn Torvald a Victor? I don't get it. It's not a Torvald. It's a Barrack. What's wrong with me? We've got a 20-point lead right now. There is a Q. Didn't even know where she was, if she was on the right or the left, but we got rid of her. We'll just go ahead and throw a detonate right there. We managed to get a 30-point lead. That's Tiberius going for an ult. We'll throw that there and hit the detonate. I do want to just stand on the point though, because I don't think anyone else is doing it. I think that has secured the win for us. We are 2 points off there, 50. I don't see him being able to recover it. So yeah, there we go. There is the victory. Managed to pull a pretty big lead towards the end there of like 40 points. I say big lead, that's pretty tiny in comparison to other matches, but that was a really close game overall. I'm kind of surprised we won it. Koga is the guy with top play though. He's just firing into a Barrack. I'm pretty sure this is one of the earliest plays in the game. Yeah, he gets rid of, so we get rid of Baraka gets rid of the Sky. He then gets an assist on the Torvald, and I'm guessing he also gets a kill on Vivian. Yeah, sure. So a double and 2 assists. Alright, well there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Shoutouts to the Golden Axe. That was the enemy Vivian. I had a feeling she had seen my stuff just because she was firing at me a little bit more than a usual Vivian against Drogoz. Yeah, we'll go through the stats top to bottom. Tiberius did pretty average for that match. Canessa technically did a little bit under average, but she definitely wasn't detrimental to the game considering she only had 5 deaths. I guess she did the definition of average. She didn't really help massively, but she also didn't, punish us at all. I did okay. I was kind of expecting to have more damage than that. I was hoping I'd have like 125k, but 106k is fine. Victor did end up beating us out, which is kind of understandable. He was going for shrapnel and he also was spamming his ult a ton. Props to him. He did a good job. I'd say Koga did as well. 1810, 90k. Their Sky did a pretty damn good job. Back did pretty decent. The Vivian also did pretty good. So did the Torvald, and so I did the Grover. That was a really even King of the Hill. I don't usually get even King of the Hill matches, but that one was pretty damn close. We also had pretty much polar opposite teams. We had a full damage flank setup, whereas they had, what was it, double tank, double healer, and then a damage, and we somehow managed to pull through with a win. Not sure if the setup we went for there was the best one for the situation, but I was spamming my Q a ton, and it did get us a ton of damage. We'll go ahead and grab our boy Drogoz again. We got Siege Frog Isle for game 2. Siege Frog Isle is another one that does give you a decent amount of aerial freedom, I guess is the term I'm going to go for, so we could go for the max booster setup here, but the Decimate one could also work. I don't know, we got a Barrack, an Amani, a Jonas, and a Ruckus as the final team, so double tank, healer, double damage. Shoutouts to the Ruckus. I'm not even going to try and read out all those letters, but shoutouts to him. It's basically F, G, D, G, D, F, G, D, F. Yep, sure, shoutouts to him. I have no idea how he remembers his login. We're up against a Ram, a Drogoz, a Tuma, Victor, and an IO, so really similar setups here. The exact same, double tank, double damage, healer. Definitely going to be going for Worm Jets again here, and I think I might end up going for the Decimate setup again. I could go for Fuel Tank just so I can fly around more than the enemy Drogoz, but I'm a little bit worried about that Victor possibly going for burst mode and just shredding me down. As for the enemy Drogoz, he's going for Fusillade, Propel, Thrill of the Hunt, Decimate, and Spitfire, so he's going for kind of what we have set up, but just with the reset on there, which is definitely useful. I might make a loadout for it, to be honest, because there honestly is a lot of situations where that would be useful, but we've got Tinkering, Luminary, Aerial Assault, Splitting Eyes, Burst Mode. Victor is going to suck Lifelink, Decimation, Fusillade, and Enforcer. So I have gone for the max booster setup, which I feel like I'm going to regret just because of that Victor, but we'll have to wait and see. We did get some good damage there. The freaking General's buff is going to be really, really nice. We're going to be able to fly for pretty much as long as we need to, unless the Victor is in range, which he's trying to be very, very clearly. I capped the point. I got my first death to the Victor. Definitely kind of regretting going for this setup just because he has gone for burst mode and he's spending most of his time just kind of looking up in the sky firing at me, which is definitely not fun. I feel like I probably would have been better off going for the Decimation setup just because even though I am able to fly around forever, the Victor is the thing that's not really letting me do it. He's going for his ultimate. Still don't understand how he's able to cast that on freaking flying targets. Doesn't make very much sense to me. There we go. There is the defense failed. We do have 4 ultimates up, which I guess is worth something, but that first round there was definitely a little bit rough. I feel like overall they do have a small advantage just because we don't really have anybody at all to get rid of their Drogoz, whereas they have Victor to counter me, so I feel like team comp wise they have a slight advantage. Anyway, let's continue it and see if we can keep it going. That was a bunch of damage we just got on that Victor, which was pretty nice because I threw out my Q earlier. Let's get some hits onto this Ram Barrack is dealing with. He's going to pop his F, I'm sure, when he's low because that's the setup he's going for, or apparently not. What was that play? That was weird. Okay, I don't know what my plan is, but Marnie's going in. Let's get rid of the Victor. Nice. Let's also get rid of the Term. He's probably going to pop his ult here, I imagine, or maybe not. Okay, no, sure. I guess we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this IO. Rocket to the head. Good prediction on me. It was also a little bit of luck. Is Ram rushing up? Is he a person or is he disconnected? I feel like he must have disconnected because he was not playing like this earlier on. No, he's retreating. He must be a person still. I'm not really sure. The goddamn Ram is confusing me. The Term is pushing up. I'm trying to get rid of him here from the side. There is the F. How the hell am I alive? I jinxed it. I'd probably live there if I didn't call that out. That Victor is a pain in the ass. We'll go ahead and get some more court. Seems like we're going to get the cap for this one as long as the Barrack actually stays on it instead of doing what he's doing. We should have it. I think Amani just went in there to help him. There we go. There is the objective captured. Nice. 1-2. I don't know if their Ram is still here or if he's disconnected because he was playing really differently earlier on. Maybe he's just changed his mind about what he wants to do. I don't know. There is a bunch of damage though. Let's get rid of this Victor. He should be dead. Predictions on point. There is a detonate, which actually kind of worked. There is an F. Give me the reset for it. Thank you very much. Setup. I don't know why I'm thanking a freaking selection of cards as a rocket for him. Oh, that would have been such a smooth kill, but Amani finished it. I guess we do technically have a counter. Our Amani is doing a pretty good job of countering the Drogoz with her right click and stuff, which is really nice to see. I was a little bit worried that she wouldn't do that, but she's been doing a pretty kick-ass job so far. Why did I just predict to the right when he was obviously not going to the right? I am on 50 goddamn health. How am I alive? I'm trying to just stay above the kill floor and it actually worked. Do I go for an ult here? Yeah, sure, I'm going to go for an ult. I bet they don't know where I am. Let's go for the underswoop, boys. What's popping, Drogoz? I'm just going to punch you there. Yeah, sure, that was a play that I just made. There is a detonate. Hopefully Ruckus can get rid of the IO. I'm just going to try and spam that door so she can't run into it. Never mind, he got rid of her. There goes Term as well. Okay, cool. He's not popped his ult. There is my F. I'm still like on very little health here. I should not be playing ballsy. Maybe I'll get the jump on somebody out of the spawn door. Nope, apparently not. I think Victor is just here. Indeed, he is. There There's a combo. Nice. Is a combo. What is wrong with my English right now? There goes Drogoz. Let's get rid of this Ram. Cool. Let's also get rid of this IO. Nice. Why am I speaking like this is a Dora Explorer, the episode? That wasn't a proper English sentence. And okay, he's going for his ult now at the end of a round. Whatever. Does it even matter if I make goddamn sense at this point? Because that last round made no sense whatsoever. We got the push. Well done, team. Everybody's on pretty good streaks other than the Barrack, and the Ruckus is technically only on 5. I'm technically only on 9 as well, but I did way better there in that second round. Going to go ahead and finish off our Cauterize. Also going to pick up Morale Boost 1. There, Drogoz is going for Max Nimble, which is interesting. I'm actually not sure if Nimble affects your flight speed. I don't think it does. I remember asking this a while ago, maybe like half a year ago or something, and I got freaking responses that were completely mixed. I got some people saying, yes, it makes a huge difference, and I got other people saying it didn't, so I should probably go ahead and test it myself. Probably jump into the target practice and find out for myself, but let's get rid of Luna. She should be dead with that last rocket, right? I don't know if I actually killed her or not, but there's some hits into the ROM. There is a detonate unnecessarily. Go ahead and load up a Q and just fire that onto the point. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That was a decent amount of damage. Fire out some more stuff there just to try and annoy them. That IO is not looking too good. F myself to the side. Fire out some more stuff. Go ahead and pop an ult and see if we can get a surprise punch on the ROM. Maybe straight out of spawn or the Victor. Yeah, sure. So I don't have any freaking trouble dealing with people. Never mind. Both of the tanks are here and I'm probably going to die. I could have definitely made that play better, but I guess it's fine. We're kind of holding it. Yeah, Amani's running in. Both the tanks are there with the IO, and Barrack actually just died, so maybe not. Okay, no, we're going to lose the point. Just kind of flying around, throwing out shots at a distance. It's a little bit of a weird way for me to play Drogoz, even though I do have this setup. I'm not all that accustomed to it. Get some shots over there onto the Victor, who's just trying to chill over there on left. That should force him to retreat right. That freaking ROM just got gripped out of the sky, which you kind of love to see when it's on the enemy ROM. Might as well go ahead and pop an ult. We've got a minute 50 left. This should help us with the defense. We'll just go ahead and chase down this term. I'm sorry that you can't run that far. Just go ahead and try and get some long-range rockets. Pop the F again to get that little diminished use. That's not a word. Let's go ahead and throw out the Q shot there. Sure, see if we can get some damage with it. That wasn't too bad. We'll just continuously throw out some more rockets from this distance. Hell yeah, I'm a sniper Drogoz now. That's our new freaking identity. Nearly fell off the map. Ram is trying to run in. He got gripped by the Genos again. I really wish I could freaking hit you faster. I feel like my rocket fire speed is so low sometimes. I am nearly dead. Thank you for dropping me below 30% health. Throw out the right click. There's a detonate, which didn't land, but it's fine because he's still dead. Thank you, whoever just left him low. I'm not actually sure. I think it might have been just the Barrack. I don't know. Get some hits over there for the IO. I shouldn't be freaking hovering over this far to the left when I don't have my F ready. See if we can get rid of this IO. There is a detonate for it. I'm going to pop the F again, fire out a rocket, and continue to jiggle left. That is Drogoz going for an ult. I'm guessing he's going to try and hit the Barrack. Well, he successfully did. Do I go ahead and pop my ult here? I'm going to go ahead and pop my ult. I don't think Term's going to use his, so this way we can get rid of somebody for free. I guess it's going to be you. Yep, there we go. There is the F. I'm on 50 health. Please, nobody hit me. Am I out of range of that explosion? Yes, I am, but the ROM is going to shoot me down. I had such a little health there. I nearly survived. If I actually get the push on this, it is going to be the Lost General setting up the ult. Well done. I think he actually just got rid of both of them. We'll go ahead and get Morale Boost. Do I also get Haven? I feel like Haven would be a pretty good choice. ROM's ult just didn't have an effect for me there, but somehow hit the General. It's a little bit weird. We'll throw that, get a detonate, go ahead and fly above him. Get rid of this ROM, please. Nice. That is Victor going for an ult. I'm just going to try and contest this payload as much as possible. There goes Term. He's probably going to go for his ult. I'm going to get rid of Victor. That is a triple. Nice. Thank you, Barrack, for staying on the point. That was really close. IO is really low. The Drogoz is just here. What the hell is the plan? I honestly don't know. There is a detonate. Is she there? No. Come on. Can we just finish off the IO? Well, I'm gone. Barrack is gone. I think that's probably going to be the 2-4 to them, or maybe not, because Ruckus is on it. Going to go ahead and get more morale boost. Don't think it's going to matter, though, because it's probably going to be a 2-4 here. There we go. There is the defeat. I feel like overall they do deserve it. I think they play better than us as a team. I think they also had a slight team comp advantage, but we put up a good fight, and we also somehow ended up with top play. I guess it's that one at the end where we got like a triple. It was super janky, but it kind of worked. So yeah, I'm just flying over the tanks. I get rid of the ROM. I land a shot on the Victor, which was pretty on point. We then finish off the Term. I think I popped my ult here, or do I just land a shot on him? No, I just land a shot on him, and I didn't even have my ult up, so I don't know where I got that idea. So yeah, it was just a straight triple, sure. And there we go. There are the stats for game 2. Honestly, I feel like I did fine there. My stat is way better than I thought it was going to be, though. I did not expect myself to have an 18-6-9, 123k damage stat there. I did not feel like I was overperforming that much. I thought I was honestly doing pretty average, but stats-wise there, I kind of impressed myself a little bit. I guess today was one of those days where I just do pretty decent with Drogoz. As for the rest of the stats, though, Generals did pretty decent. Pretty much all you could ask for from a healer with that setup. Barrack did fine. Amani did fine. Ruckus, I'd probably say, is the weak link there. His stat overall isn't very good. It seems like he was going for a setup based around the F, but he was having a bit of a hard time there for sure. As for the stats on their side, IO did pretty decent, very similar to the Genos. Drogoz had a bit of a tough time. Term surprisingly has a bit of a worse stat than I expected. He doesn't have that much damage. He does have a ton of objective time, so he did do that, but I definitely expected their team overall to have more damage than they actually did there. Victor did a pretty good job, but not as much as I expected him to, and ROM is surprisingly the guy with highest damage there other than Amani and me. He did kill me a bunch of times, but I actually didn't expect him to do as well as he did there, and I expected the rest of them do better. I reckon we probably could have had a win there if we just played a little bit differently, but overall I feel like I did fine. Flying around infinitely with Drogoz was pretty good fun. Obviously the setup isn't technically infinite fuel Drogoz, because you could put Rain of Fire 5 and You could also, I guess, get some other stuff in here that makes you be able to fly a bit longer if you want more cooldown on your thrust and stuff like that. You know, 50% extra boost to fuel capacity and 30% less consumption after you use your F, combined with the survival and also a bit of propel, is usually more than enough. Even though this technically isn't infinite, I'd say it's basically infinite. Definitely a little bit weird considering these are the two setups that I don't use as much, and the standard one is probably the one I use the most often, and occasionally I use these ones with the right click, and occasionally I use these, but a little bit strange that I cover both these. I could do another one, but honestly I don't know what else I'd show off that I didn't show you in these two games. You've seen Drogoz. Also just went ahead and made a 6th loadout, because screw it, I might as well have a setup with Spitfire in there. We basically copied the one we already used in the first game and just changed out Thrill of the Hunt for Spitfire, for if you really just want to spam that Q. Overall, I don't really feel like you need it. I feel like you'll get more benefit from resetting the F and flying around more often, but you know, if you really just want to spam your Qs and you're going up against like 2 tanks on like King of the Hill or something, this is really going to help you out because you just get that reset really easily. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but either way, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very soon, and as always, stay frosty. Also, for those of you guys that watched the entire video, which I massively appreciate, when are we going to get a Frosty Drogoz skin? I feel like he'd be such a good character for it, but I guess the closest thing we've got now is like Pyre Warrior, which is an eagle. Honestly, I'd take just a Frosty recolor of this. I feel like Drogoz really could do with like a Frosty evil type skin, but I don't know.